What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Warframe video. Today we'll be going over Nidus and Atlas. So these two, wait for it. These two boys right there, we'll be giving them some Helminth combination builds. For Nidus, we'll be talking about Fire Blast, Ember's ability, and then for Atlas, we're actually going to be giving him Neja's Firewalker ability, and we'll actually talk about as to why that works fine with him. Not the best, but it actually kind of just works out. So yeah, check out this build right here. For Nidus, we want to start off with the aura. The aura up there, I would say, I'm too lazy to just form it and go with something else. So you should kind of go over with a growing power for a bonus power. And then for the Exilus slot, you can do the same, get more power. But it's completely up to you, you don't need it. Okay, now for Blind Rage, you need power and negative efficiency so that you can get more energy when you actually hit more than 4 enemies. Now for Rage, if you have Hunter Adrenaline, go for it, but unfortunately I just couldn't fit it. You would need to form one of those Umbral mods over there with an Umbral Forma, and then you could be able to fit it. Adaptation, because it helps you reduce incoming damage. And then you have your Augur Reach. You could fit a Stretch in there if you use the Umbral Forma, but I'm just going to save it for the Nidus Prime when it comes out. And lastly, for your Arcanes, I would recommend a Guardian and a Grace because you get more armor and you can also heal as you take damage. So yeah, I mean, let me show you guys what that looks in game. Alright, so I actually have to use the Simulacrum because star chart level content is too weak. With your ability, you just simply kill everything. So, as you can see here, I'm putting level 150 Corrupted Gunners, and we're just going to go in there, no energy, and just take some bullets, recharge all the energy, and then just build some stacks. Just so that we can be a little bit stronger, and so that we can avoid death a few times. So, we do very little damage to these guys just because they're heavily armored, but that's why we have the Fire Blast ability, so that we can shred that last bit of armor that we need to get rid of. If we get rid of the armor, then your one does significantly more damage. Now it says on Fire Blast that it will reduce 75% of the armor. However, that's not true. You do have to cast this a few times on higher level enemies. Like on these 150s, I think I cast it 3 or 4 times before I actually started killing them. And then you can also cast your little maggots if you want to, but after that, their armor is reduced, you do your 1 and boom. You can just kill them. Just super easy. No effort needed, no guns needed. You just need your abilities and you're all set. If you play on Sedna, normal star chart, you can just literally one-shot enemies with your 3, which is kind of crazy because that's not even your most damaging ability. It's pretty stupid. Now, yes, you can play this on the Steel Path. All you really need to do is, if you don't want to use any weapons, you have to spam your Fire Blast ability a few more times than usual because they have so much armor. Like, I think they have a 150% multiplier or something like that, but you might have to use your Fire Blast like 4 or 5 times before you can actually start just 3-shotting them with your 1. Alright, and for Atlas, I would recommend keeping Steel Charge up there, just because it increases the damage of your punches, and if you're a melee guy, it helps out that way too. For Exilus, I was thinking, I'm too lazy to add one, and to Forma as well, so you could go with either a Rush for more movement speed, or if you want, you can just add more power. So, completely up to you. There's no limitations on this one. But however, for the mods, you need Rumbled so that you can walk around as a, freaking rock. And then you need some efficiency so that you can spam more. If you have more space, you could add a primed flow so that you have more energy. But it's just a choice, For your health and your strength, you could go with the Umbral mods up there. And then once again, I'm too lazy to form this, so instead of Rage, you could go with a Hunter Adrenaline, so you could do that. And for Rolling Guard, I'll actually talk about that at the end, because that's for higher level content. Narrow Minded is just there to give us more duration as we're the rock guy thing, and it'll actually give us more duration on our Firewalker ability, so that you guys can see how this all works together in the end. But And then for the arcanes, you want to go with more armor and healing regeneration. And then actually here for your operator, I would recommend getting the healing arcane so that you can transfer out and then in, and then get your health back. And I'll actually I'll show you guys how that works. And then I would also recommend going for a Zenuric. You should use Zenuric for energy because you'll be using a lot of energy here. But if you don't have that, that's not a problem because I'll show you guys what I mean by this.
Also, this is the general setup that you will need for your melee weapon. All these mods you want to go for critical chance, critical damage, and status chance. And they will help you do more damage with your punching abilities. Alright, so this is just a Sedna survival mission. You can see them level 30s. Not too bad, they'll get higher level as we go, but these level 30s are just like doo-doo, like garbage. You know, you can walk around the whole star chart by just messing around with this build. And not too much about it. You just kind of run around, throw rocks, hit people. You have a pretty good amount of overshields. I guess the armor up there, like 9,000 armor, or 9,000 damage absorption you have. And then, yeah, you can see the fire just coming out. It's kind of crowd controlling. It's reducing armor. It's just killing them. So, and the neat thing about it is actually it gives you movement speed. That's why I was saying you can go with the rush mod so that you get more movement speed, or you can kind of just move around with this ability. And once again, you're not just limited to, you know, throwing rocks. You can also just use your abilities as well. So you could do your punching abilities. You could turn them into stone and keep hitting them and get some of that rubble for you. Or you can just find a different mod to add there if you don't like the Firewalker one. I was messing around with Banshee's Silence, but it wasn't working the way I thought it would work. So, but yeah, I mean, you could go with something else. And now let me show you guys what it looks like in higher level content. Like here, let's go back to the simulacrum. Alright, so we're going to fight these level 150 corrupted heavy gunners just to prove the point that you could go up against high level enemies. No energy, no nothing. We're going to go in here and we're going to rely on that rolling guard to save us right here. So we get energy, rolling guard, and then boom, enter your rumbler, your rumbled mode or whatever it's called. And then you just spam your abilities. You spam in, you activate Firewalker, and you just punch the living crap out of every enemy that's in front of you. Because as you're punching them, sliding around, Firewalker is activated, leaving a trail behind you. So whoever's next to you will be getting burnt and CC'd, and their armor will be getting reduced. So I feel like it combos really well with that ability. You could go with different routes about this, add different mods. Maybe you can even add the augment for the landslide, where it petrifies enemies in that small trail. And I feel that you can have two trails, one that petrifies and one that burns them. So that works out really well. And then once again, if you're out of energy, just simply deactivate your rumbled mode. Take as many shots as possible. Do a rolling guard, like roll over so that you're immune. Activate it again, and then boom, you're just set up. You can just keep spamming all over again. And I know you're going to be taking a lot of hits, so if you need healing, it's fine. You can use your Sentinel. Your Sentinel can heal you, but if your Sentinel is dead, then you can use those arcanes for your operator, which will grant you health, as long as you transfer in and out, or out and in, either one. I call these two builds one-man army builds because you don't need weapons, you don't need people, and all you have is in your kit. You reduce armor, do a lot of damage, and you're incredibly tanky. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please, 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 please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know how you feel about this video. If I'm doing something wrong here, or if you guys could make this a lot better. Or if you have any ideas, just let me know down in the comments down below. If you have any games you want me to play, just let me know down there. And yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Guys, I bring you guys 2 new Warframe. Dude, my skin is flawless. Giving them some Helminth combination builds. Oh god, I'm too happy. Get me out of here. Why am I smiling?